Welcome to the Figure Zone. Today I've got another third-party 1/6 scale video review. Now this is a third-party figure, which means it's unlicensed. So if you're cool with that, cool. Not cool with that, cool. This is Present Toys 1/6 scale Killer Mike, aka Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. The box is pretty cool. It's just a bunch of photos of the actual character from the series. And you got some usual warnings in the back, like not for children, Andre, 3 years old, so don't give it to your kid named Andre. And also, it's an adult collectible. It's not a toy. So remember, this isn't a toy. Sure, sounds good. I got this figure from 1/6 Kit, and you can check out their website in the description below. And you get some stuff with this. This is cool. You don't need too much. What's awesome is you get a stand. It's just mainly a basic black stand with a sticker printed on there. It's pretty cool. He's got a bucket. I don't remember what he used this for in the series. It would have been a lot cooler if he came with a bucket of the Los Polos chicken stuff with the blue hidden inside there, if you know what I'm saying. He comes with some binoculars, which are pretty cool. I don't think there's actually any kind of glass in there or anything like that, or plasticky pieces. Just looks cool though. You get a bunch of hands. They look pretty cool if my camera would focus. There's some black gunk, unfortunately, on some of these things from the actual foam. Some of these things that have like a little seam you can see down the hand, which is kind of a bummer. But they do look like older man kind of hands. They're a little bit more veiny, a little more wrinkly, and the fingers a little bit more pronounced, which is pretty cool. They did a good job of making these look like his hands. That is pretty awesome. This one's got like a slight seam going down the side of it too. It's a little bit funky, and of course it's got the black gunk on there. If you know a way to get that stuff off, let me know. It's just from the foam insert stuff. Now for his weapons, you get his Tourist Model 85 revolver, which looks pretty good. It's a great job they did on this. Everything's all plastic, but still looks pretty cool. The hammer moves. I'm not sure if you want to take out the chamber and move that around. Sometimes you get those things out and they will not go back in or fall out like the Harley Quinn Suicide Squad version. Ain't messing with that. Looks awesome though. You also get his Beretta 92 FS Inox, which is pretty close to it. It's slightly off a little bit, I think, during the sights up top there, but still pretty cool. If the magazine comes out, maybe it does. I'm not sure. This thing is pretty stuck in there. I generally tend not to try to mess with these if I don't know about it. And the slide works, but it's got some issues with the slide. Just be extremely careful you don't pull the slide back too far. It pretty much just falls right out, and it's very hard to line it up to get it back in. This is really strange. It's really annoying. It just took me like 10 minutes. You have to line up everything perfectly. The barrel is long on this thing, and the rod is like attached to the handle area, and that's sticking out too. So you have to get these things perfectly lined up. So it's not easy. If you push it too far forward, it falls out. So take your time with it. Just don't push it too far. Hey, if you're digging on the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. It helps out my channel big time. Every time someone hits the like button or leaves a comment, an algorithm is produced in the matrix. YouTube sees this algorithm, and this video gets shared with more and more people, so more people get to see this cool fracking figure. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any cool figure reviews, previews, news, and any kind of DIY tutorial and all kinds of crazy stuff that I do. Mike is probably my favorite character from the series, besides like Saul and those guys. There's a lot of cool characters, but I just love his character, the way he's portrayed. Jonathan Banks did a great fracking job here. Hopefully one day we get a whole series dedicated to him. That would be awesome. Now here is the figure. And originally the head sculpt looked a little bit off, but in hand, the head sculpt is actually really cool. They did a great job of making him look like an older gentleman. And the wrinkles, everything, the skin, it looks really good. Even the way my iPhone is shooting this, it looks a little bit funky, but in real life, in hand, this thing looks really good. The jacket is really cool. Unfortunately, it's missing the side pockets that he has on this Condor style tactical jacket. I like how the collar stands up, and underneath you pretty much have just like a blue dress shirt. You got his belt and you got his pants. So pretty cool. The material feels really nice. Basic men's like shoes. There's no socks. If you want to buy some socks, just pop the foot off, slide a sock on, and pop the foot back on. You're good to go. You got the soles down here. They did a good job on the men's dress shoes kind of thing here. And again, the pants material, a little bit wrinkly, so it is what it is. And in the back here, you can see back of the shirt, you got the belt. Jacket feels nice. These little pieces here, the Velcro pieces, are kind of annoying. They're not strong enough to stick, so I kind of cinched it a little bit with my fingers, and it kind of stays a little bit better. But if you want, take a piece of blue tack or even a piece of Velcro and stick it on there and try to get those pieces to stay on a little bit better. When you're posing them, they just pop out, and it's a little unsightly, and they're freaking huge too, just like on the real jackets. You can actually see like the bends of the fingers inside of the hand. It's pretty cool. They did a good job on these things, except for some of the seams you can see, and a little bit of black gunk that got stuck on there. Unfortunately, made it a little discolored from the foam box, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Now for some quick articulation, you can pretty much do whatever you want with the head. You can pretty much turn it all the way around and go full exorcist if you want, but you just gotta be careful of rubbing against the jacket. The arms bend any way you want pretty much, and you got the double bend going on, which is awesome. You've got some waist crunch, you've got some side to side. You can pretty much move them around the way you want. The legs can kick up a decent amount there. You can go not too bad. Back, it's, you know, the usual. You don't get back too much. Double bend on the knee. The material, again, is pretty forgiving. The bottom foot is just a giant ball joint. So, yeah, pretty cool. Now, the figure is awesome looking. Again, when the head sculpt was first shown in the prototype, it looked kind of like, I guess I'll get it. But then once I got it in hand, it's actually really good. He's wearing just a basic outfit. He's not like a big flashy guy. He's wearing just some basic stuff. He's got a tactical jacket, some pants, and some shoes. Now, what's cool is the jacket zipper is actually working very well. You can take that zipper on and off as much time as you want, and it doesn't seem to be showing any kind of stress. It took it on and off about 3 or 4 or 5 times. I wouldn't go too much because it is a small 6 scale zipper. It's a little bit hard to grab the clasp. Turn your figure upside down. Sometimes the clasp will move and you can grab it and use the zipper, but you can zip it pretty much almost all the way up, which is pretty cool. I prefer him with the zipper up on the tactical jacket. And again, he's pretty good posing. You get him in some cool stuff. And all around, he's a pretty cool looking figure. Now, he doesn't come with this rifle. I had this floating around, kind of like his Better Call Saul there at the end. It just had a rifle sitting around. I thought it might look cool, so yeah. Now, pretty much a week after this guy went up for pre-order, Mars Toys was like, hey, we're making one too. Here you go. And I was like, ah, crap. I got to buy that one too because it looked a little bit better. So I love the stuffed animal that was floating in the pool from the plane incident. So Mars Toys is doing some pretty cool stuff. They got this nice Heisenberg figure too. I definitely got him on pre-order because I never got that original Heisenberg figure. And this is their Gus Fring, and he looks pretty sweet. I like that head sculpt there. That looks really cool. It's like you almost need 2 of these guys in order to display that cool head sculpt. And you also got Present Toys has their own too. The Gustavo figure. Maybe it'll be a little bit cooler. The head sculpt looks a little bit off. They've also got Present Toys Saul figure. He looks pretty cool. I pre-ordered him. Mars Toys may do him one day also, but he looks pretty sweet right here. And again, the head sculpt for Mike was even better once I got it. Let's see how these guys go. Thanks so much for watching. Till the next video. And remember, no more half measures.